there's not power in Black excellence as far as a community. And
wait, slow it down. There's not power in Black excellence
when it comes to community.
What do you mean? Explain.
Because it's singular. I've seen Black people that are billionaires that don't bring together people. They're selfish in a way where they like you said, they take all the money, just like the white people. They learn from the white people. They take all the money, pay people crumbs, and they don't give back to the community in a meaningful way. Like how y'all doing Octo Games, y'all can continue doing it. It's billionaires that don't even do that.
Wait a minute, that's your own personal point of view. I'm only saying that because when I worked at the school, I taught the kids Black excellence. Mm-hmm. And I referenced it in the way of us as a unit. We're powerful as the fist.
Yeah.
Your hands like this, I could break them fingers, but if it's like this, it's stronger. Yeah. This is what I teach the kids, right? Mm-hmm. So I teach Black excellence in that fashion. So that's an opinion on how you look at Black excellence, because we all don't see Black excellence the exact same way. What, you gonna think of yourself as not excellent?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You're missing the point.
Finish what you said.
You're missing the point.
Don't have just a problem. Bring a solution.
No, that's what I'm saying.
What's the replacement of excellence if I can't use excellence? Black what, nigga?
Let me say this. Let me say this.
What's happening? This is Gator.
What's happening, everybody? This your boy Mamba.
And it's the Gator and Mamba show.
Welcome. Thank y'all for joining in. We appreciate y'all for subscribing, sharing, and liking our shit. It's really appreciative. Hey, check game. As always, we want to start how we start.
Nigga, what's the energy with the Octo game? Where's the energy, my man? What's happening, man? What's happening?
So we got a big thing popping, and it's called Octo Games. I know y'all heard about Squid Games. If you ain't heard about Squid Games, go check it out on Netflix. Squid Games, Octo Games, we ain't killing nobody. Trust, we not killing folks.
First, okay. let me give them a little synopsis.
Go ahead, give them the background
of what's happening, right? So what we figure is, at the beginning of the summer, we put some cash in some of these young fellas' hand that they won't be so rough on the streets, right? They won't be hurting each other, killing each other, bouncing each other's lives off the tip of their finger off a pack. You know what I mean? We want to try to offer them something to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have a good summer, even if it's having a job. Whatever you got to do, my man. Just get it in a way that allow you to store up for your summer. So we got $5,000, we got $2,000, and then we got $1,000. That's first, second, and third place winners.
Yeah,
tell them about it.
And we're gonna say, in coordination with that, we know for a fact, them out there, they failed you. And they failed you in so many levels, in so many ways.
We got your back.
We got your back. We doing what we can, and we listening to what's popping. What we listening to is y'all need something to do. Okay, we got that. Now we got an incentive for you to have something to do. Not only that, when we got that incentive with something to do, we got other businesses, whether Black or brown, out at our area, so that if you looking for a job, you got an opportunity to talk right to the GOAT. To say, what's popping? I need a job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
school, everything. We got everything cracking for you. Everything cracking for you.
And let me tell you this: the bottom line.
Man, tell them about the games, man.
We got the
tell
games.
them about the games, man. Tell them what they doing.
So the games ain't all over your head and shit like that. It's shit you already been doing.
Like
we got red light, green light,
right?
Tug of war. You know, we got simplistic 3-leg race. We got games like this, but it's only for the first 100 motherfuckers who register. You gotta be the first 100 to register for this particular prize.
Can I register?
Nah, you gotta be 13 to 20 years old.
Oh.
13 to, you see, we trying to take care of you. You see, we trying to look out for you.
13?
13 to 20 years old.
Can a 13-year-old win?
Absolutely. You can
win $5,000. Can a 13-year-old win $5,000?
$2,000, $1,000. Not no scholarship. We talking about cash. We talking about dollars,
cash in your hand.
dinero, bread.
Cash in your hand.
Right? This you, to help you and your family, however you see fit. This is how it's popping, right? Now, of course, if you lower than 18, you're going to need to fill out a waiver and shit like that. It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But fact of the matter is, this is an opportunity so that we say we don't need nobody else to do what we need to do. We taking care of you. We got you. Now, this is sponsored by MIB, Men in Black De-Escalation, Urban Scouts of America, OOI, and a number of
Game
other-
Time. I think Game Time gonna give them a PlayStation 5.
Game
I think
Time.
they got the NBA game
PS5?
tournament, and you get to win the PS5 if you win the tournament, though.
Goddamn.
You know what I mean? I think they getting it. We getting it in, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bottom line is sign up. You hear it. You got your opportunity. You either step in and make shit happen, or you don't. It's cool.
And just for kicks,
Shits and giggles.
I'm gonna have a pocket full of money. You come up to me and you say, "Hey man, I'm subscribed," and you show me, I'm gonna give you a C note.
Subscribe to what?
Gator and Mamba.
If they say, hold up. If they say, I subscribe to the Gator and Mamba podcast, what you say you gonna do?
You'll get them hundreds till they run out of my pocket.
Oh shit!
However many I got, I'm everybody 100. You get 100. You get 100.
Oh,
you
this
get 100.
nigga is Oprah. This nigga is Oprah. Dates is June 18th and June 19th. The reason why it's
From
called
12
Octo
p.m. to
Games
5 p.m.
is because 4 games are done one day, 4 games are done another day.
So
Octo
8 games.
This is
8
our
is
shit.
octo, right? It's
octo,
You know,
8 games.
just they geometry.
Yep,
8 is octo.
Octo meaning 8.
Yeah.
And this is our shit. Do you understand? This is our shit. This is how we represent. This is how we give back. Whether you talking about OGs connecting with everything, this is us. This is us doing it. Ain't nobody prompting us to do it. So you
Come
got
get that money, man. Register,
get your
man.
money.
Register,
Come get your
man.
money.
Come get that money, man. Oh, do it again.
We got the horn. Say the horn again.
Yeah.
All right.
So we excited about giving y'all some money, man.
Man,
For real.
we excited about doing for y'all. All right, so back in the mix. Okay, we got a whole show to be vibing on. So as we usually start, I can't really start right because I got a whole little plethora.
You ain't even asked me how my weekend was, my man. You must be off. I asked myself, hey, my man, how was your weekend? My weekend was fine. Let me tell you about it. So the fella
That
was
part.
getting it in. You know what I mean? I had so many of it. This was the first time Minnesota had like 3 or 4 events. You know what I mean? I had 3 or 4 outfits. I was at this event, that event.
Oh, was they black
one event-
events?
One day, Saturday, I had 3 events to go to in the day. I was like, I ain't gonna be able to make all 3 of them. Booga. Different outfit for each one of them. Now,
This nigga a whole rock star.
now, bah. Yeah. I know I'm this serious, but I was having fun though.
Okay, so you obviously you enjoyed your weekend because you could flip the costume. Okay, dig that. So my weekend, I went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Right. Costa Rica is actually a point.
Is that where you
where-
got all that shit over there?
It's some of it. But Costa Rica is actually one of these points where they be like, hey, black right now, because, Trump's in office. They'll be like, hey, y'all should flee America. So they trying to sell a lot of this shit. Costa Rica, Thailand, it's a bunch of shit they trying to sell to y'all to trying to leave. But I went to Costa Rica, not because of that. I went to Costa Rica because I'm like, what the fuck is Costa Rica? Went there and I didn't do the resort shit. Immediately, I'm like, you know what? This time when I internationally travel, I'm going to meet with the people. Going to be with the people. And granted, I know 40% Spanish, how to speak, even though they try to test me and shit up in this bitch. It's about, right? It's 40%.
He didn't say not one word correct.
I know how to speak
That
Spanglish.
Google Translate said, I will. That's it.
Spanglish, right? Spanglish. I can understand more. So me and my wife were able to get along. And matter of fact, she looks so South American Spanish or whatever. They were mostly talking to me to her than me, because they was like, this black nigga don't know shit. So hey, blah, 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 to her, and she was like, "Arr," and went back to me or whatever. But I went to Costa Rica, man. I went in the heart of the city, and the heart of the city, I was with the people. Man, I was with the people, and it was a beautiful experience to have the culture, to have the food. The food in Costa Rica is rice and beans, your protein, a little bit of veggies for the most part, and of course plantains. So that's the most of their food. So it ain't all extravagant and stuff like that, but I still experienced the culture and shit like that. So it was with it. But I went to this coffee plantation. right? I went to this coffee plantation and I tasted fucking real from the root of the tutor coffee. And I thought I should, being that we have this coffee lounge that you and I are starting, I was like, we said we don't really fuck with coffee all like that in a certain way, but I think we should probably try to learn what coffee tastes like. I mean, really tastes like. So I'm like, I got my taste of it, and I was like, damn, this coffee tastes like tea, damn near. You know what I'm saying? It was pleasant. It was black, right? I didn't need extra shit in it or whatever when I went there, whatever. But the thing about that I want to say is that their coffee is from Ethiopia. They have a whole history that says our coffee, as good as it tastes, no matter how it tastes, is from Ethiopia. They have their origin story or whatnot. So, it's just a thing for you and I to be paying attention to. So I did bring some coffee. It got sucked in by the fucking vacuum of the airplane. But I bought you some coffee and a mug with their sloth, which you saw all over the place when you was in the jungle. And they made it a point.
Hey,
Be
man.
like, hey, this is a sloth.
Hey, Ricky, nigga, listen, pause, right? Pause, nigga. This is a bear on the cup
It
that a
ain't
man
a
try to
bear,
give
it's a
another man.
sloth.
This is a bear, nigga. A man try to give another man a bear, nigga.
It's a
I don't
sloth.
accept that. I don't
It's a
accept that. I don't accept that. I don't want it. I don't want it. I
Well,
don't accept it. You
take
don't give me no
the- take the
motherfucking
coffee,
bear,
nigga.
nigga.
Take the
You
coffee.
my man and shit, but nigga, don't give me no fucking bear no more, man. Get that shit
you
to your
won't
wife.
get any kind of bears going
I
forward.
appreciate it, nigga. When I be going, nigga, I be giving you king staffs, niggas, and crowns, $5,000 paintings and shit. You gonna bring me back a motherfucking cup with a bear on it? What?
Is that why you that's how you give and take?
No, I'm just
so
talking
so
shit.
you
I'm
so
talking-
you
don't
no
try to
hold
play
on.
me. Don't do
Let's
it.
break this down. So
I apologize.
the
I
gift
apologize.
isn't good enough because I didn't think how you would.
I
think.
didn't say nothing about is it good enough or not. I say it
sounds
got a
that way.
bear on it, nigga, and I don't want a fucking bear from a man.
So I gave you the coffee mug and the coffee
I'm
because
taking
we
this.
have a business.
I'm taking this.
No.
I appreciate this.
I'm
Thank
putting
you.
your ass on front line. I
Okay,
knew you was
great.
gonna do this on purpose, so I wanted to
Good.
put it out front.
Well,
so
good.
I'm putting you on front line. I
Okay.
did this on purpose because I was like,
You did. You gave me a bear on purpose.
nigga, I gave you a sloth mug.
Nigga, you gave me a bear on purpose, nigga. Why?
Because
What's the
it's
purpose of it?
thought-provoking.
No, tell me
It's thought-provoking.
why the fuck on purpose you gave me a bear. Tell me. So everybody know
The people like it.
who is the fucking people.
All right, next topic.
Oh,
We got some flowers.
right.
Now we got
Fucking
some
people like
flowers here, right? These flowers are in your paper mache kind of aspect, and this is actually pretty artistic and beautiful. And I know y'all probably notice all the shit we usually got here. This comes from a very distinct organization, an organization that we help sponsor. The organization sponsors young people who are interested in fashion, in whatever shape, form of fashion, whether they want to model, whether they want to create stuff, or whatever the case. We decided to put in part. I know your son is a part of that or whatnot, and I actually told my daughter about it because my daughter's interested in fashion. She didn't know that there was an outlet to go to and try to plug in and try to whatever. So I'm like, yeah, baby girl, let's go. So this is a great representation as far as a thank you creatively from an artistic platform that we
I like
decided,
that.
yo, these young people need everything we got to make sure that they succeed because we believe in them. And they gave us their thank you. I ain't gonna read the note and shit like that because old people.
Why you ain't
this
gonna
shit
read it?
because
Just say something I ain't supposed to.
No, it's just old people and reading shit, and I don't want to take my glasses off. and all that
You
shit.
can't read it. You want me to read it?
Oh, you want to read it? There you go.
Sure. Thank you for being sponsors for your lovely service and art collective. Thank you for thank you all
read.
for being a part of the community work we are doing to educate the future fashion designers. Warm regards, Kiana Cook.
Kiana Cook, one love. We always gonna represent you. We are always gonna put you out. We always gonna do something for that because I'm on my mama. We believe in what you're
everything
doing.
you got going
we
on.
believe in it. So no question. And you know what? As a point of existence, we're going to start shouting out some of the sponsorships that we do because people don't know that we do a lot of sponsorship stuff. And that's fine that you don't know because, to be honest, he and I like to be incognito. We don't need everybody to know, but...
So let's don't tell them.
No,
but what you did is
they want to learn.
No. What you did is you introduced to some of these community organizations that if you maybe need some help, you should probably come talk to us.
Sure.
That's it.
But I'm still gonna mention the ones that we did.
Copy.
Because
can you just mention them as businesses without saying
they
you
have
did
sent
something?
That's
arrogant.
not this in an email.
That's a little arrogant.
You probably ain't listening.
It's a little
so
arrogant.
they've sent something in an email.
Ooh,
that
look
said,
at me.
Hey, I want to shout out
I'm doing
y'all.
something.
Everybody listen to the two-factor thing.
I'm doing
right?
something.
I'm saying one thing, but this nigga is saying something different, right?
Sorry.
Okay. Well, Devon would like to shout out to us, and she did it, and I'm going to represent her next time around.
Can we just have her on the show and then have her tell us about what she's doing?
She's going to be on the show, too.
Okay.
Okay, where we at? Okay, we got a topic of interest, specifically in regards to, you know how I like to break this about, is you and I came up in a reading, a time frame, understanding, and even of what's called Black Power. What does I'm gonna ask you? What's Black Power mean to you?
Black power, nigga. Black, powerful, powerfully black.
In what dynamic? What is this?
Nigga, in all dynamics.
Just the words.
Everything.
This nigga just
You
repeated
ask me
the
questions,
word,
and I'm telling you
You
answers.
define something by repeating the same word to me. That doesn't resonate.
You wanna
What
educated
does
chat
Black Power
GPT
mean?
motherfucking answer, nigga. No,
Sure.
I just told you what black power meant to me, nigga. Black power.
Fist.
Yeah,
Black
strong.
Power. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
You're
Any
so-
other questions?
You're so informative. Thank you.
What did it mean to you?
Black Power means that in a collective of culture, we are together, and on all platforms, we move forward together. We may not agree all the time, every step that we do, and regardless of what it is, we build these institutions together in terms of Black Power. Black Power means institutions we build in terms of healthcare, fashion, capitalism, education, etc. All across the board, everything that we focus on emphasizes everything that we are collectively together. So, Black Power.
So why you didn't just say that from the beginning instead of you asking
Because
me
I
questions?
asked you, motherfucker.
Okay, good.
So, but it has been for the past, since in the 2010s, a real push towards a dynamic called Black excellence. Black excellence seems to be in scrutiny in terms of the position of Black Power.
Wait a minute. Just to start off correctly so that I understand, are you trying to articulate that Black excellence is different than Black Power?
The words are different.
Is the actions?
The actions are different.
In what way?
We can discuss that with our new guest. Our guest is, hey, did you send us a thingy?
Oh, wow. So arrogant.
Wow. Right. You know me, motherfucking with a hand, bro.
Nigga,
Nigga, I don't see it on the thing. You got to see it on the thing, man. Your
bio.
Your bio.
Tell me what you know.
Okay. This nigga pimping me. You see that?
Did you see the hand? Tell
Right,
him what you
tell
know.
him. Hey, keep all this shit, because this nigga just went 86 on me. You see that shit? Nigga, hey, you know me, nigga. Hey, tell him.
It'll be easy. Do what you got to do.
Nah. But this young blood, and I say young blood, not in gang related, whatever, because I'm a old motherfucker. I'm from the 70s or whatever. But this young blood has came into our existence. I don't even know how, but ever since we've been chatting and talking, I'm talking about empowerment. I'm talking about every day. I'm talking about being specific for economic empowerment and trying to make the next move and connecting the dots and putting his ego
That
to
young
the side.
CEO.
Putting his ego to the side, because I've seen him put his ego to a side a lot of fucking times. And as a young blood, that's fucking hard to do, especially when you're dealing with OGs sometimes in a certain realm. So I'm proud to announce the startup hustle and a number of businesses that he has that we're a part of to some degree because we
there
believe
you go,
in this
man.
nigga.
You a I did it ass nigga, man. Like get the fuck out of here. Introduce. Can we get him to the stage?
We gonna
Me.
Pretty Ricky his name. His name ain't Pretty Ricky. But come on, Ricky, come to the stage, please.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's happening?
I'm also the producer of this show. He forgot that one.
Right.
Yeah, that's the nigga we be talking to on the sidelines, and he gets some shit and he
listen,
ignores.
man, I ain't gonna play no games. Can we get it from you? What you got? What is it?
Who am I?
Yeah, tell us.
Man, I'm a Northsider. Let's start there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've been an entrepreneur since I was 15 years old. I'm 32 years old now, so I'm a young blood to them, but I'm getting up there a little bit. Golly. But man, I've been in music. You know, a lot of people know me for music. That's how I started off. We threw huge parties back in the day. Big Bash was like our biggest party back in the day. I've been managing artists, got into production. You know, a lot of people know me for working with Floyd Mayweather, being the head of production and marketing for the Money Team.
How long did you working with them?
For 5 years.
5 years, damn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you know your
You
shit.
was young. What
I
was
got on
your
at
age when you
23.
started? 23?
Yeah, 22,
Damn.
23, yeah. And then I also work with Eric Thomas, #1 motivational speaker in the world.
Okay.
You know, I got to travel around the country with him. Came back here, started a tech company, Packed House Live. A lot of people here heard of that while we were, you know, as we were building that.
Working with him.
Yes, sir. We bringing Packed House Live back. And now, you know, I'm the CEO of the Startup Hustle. We do a lot of production for companies here in Minnesota, around the country. Really focused on telling your story on social media, but we do everything, anything you need. You call me, I'm gonna make it happen.
He'll make it happen.
For real.
That's a long list of and through all of that, what is the percentage of the folks that look like us you've been working with?
A lot, actually. That's what's dope. You know, I've been able to work with.
Look, the producer is looking at this nigga too, like,
No, that's cool.
he gonna pour a whole motherfucking soda. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, that's that cannabis soda. He's smoking right now.
Shout out to Dope Roots, the Kimber.
We can't shout her out right now.
I just did
Do it
because
later,
you put
do
me
it
on
Hey,
later.
shout out
blast.
to Nikema. That was one of my clients too back in the day,
respect.
man. Like, so I've been able to work with a lot of dope black people. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, like, you know, they talk about white privilege. I got black privilege.
That's right.
What's that?
That's
What's
right.
When black people give me my opportunities. You know what I mean? So I really had black privilege, been able to travel all over the world, been able to do things that most people haven't been able to do, and black people gave me that opportunity.
Nice.
So you give it to the next.
100%.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's why your sister was on here.
Yep, Quita Lachey.
Yeah.
That's another. We got
Say
a
that
new wave
there.
the label that's coming too, and we just did a partnership with my guys here. So me, it's super dope. And how I got to y'all, I got to shout out my cousin Pub. He was on the show too.
Yep.
So Pub hit me up and was like, "Yo, these dudes need a podcast." And I told y'all, like, I feel like it was just divine for us to meet because we got a lot of the same mindsets. And y'all even take my mindset to the next level too. And it's not a lot of people that can do that.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Yep,
And vice
and
versa.
vice
I think as lack of a better term, older niggas,
Nigga, you older.
he and I, he and I don't want to sit on this pedestal stoop or whatever that maybe previous generations has sat on to say I did it. So
It's mine.
Respect us. Like, the fuck? No. I
Nigga, take it and run. Take it, young
take-
nigga,
here,
and
take
run
this
with
shit.
it, young
I don't
nigga.
even
What
want
you got? Get the ball, run. Nigga, touchdown. Nigga.
For real.
So we willing to give it away, and man, you a part of that whole dynamic,
For sure.
which is why like negotiations is hard, right? Negotiations is back and forth. Not hard, but it's just back and forth. Like we like, hey, nigga, you be like, nigga, hey, I got this opportunity. Be like, you be like, hey, nigga, let's take it. Right? True negotiations, right? But it ain't disrespect saying we trying to overcloud or it's just all us meeting in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So we got that representation with you.
No, it's been dope, man. Shout out the pub for connecting us. And, we just getting started. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to do a lot of great things together. And yeah, shout out Quita Lachey, man. She going to make us.
Yeah, Quita.
She going to get us where we need to be.
Get it in, love. Get
Yes,
it
sir.
in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but y'all better see that post. God damn it. Yeah, y'all saw our reaction. She got done with her shit. I was like, God damn. This nigga was like, darp.
What about Octo Games?
Octo Games on the north side, right?
No, that's
Central Park, Brooklyn Park.
Okay,
You
I
think-
thought
do
we
you
when
think
y'all
she can
first
sing?
talking about it, y'all was telling me something else. No, we I rock with Brooklyn Park too. You know what I'm saying? But Octo Games, I want to do a promo with y'all before we leave. But man, it's gonna be super dope, and it's only the first year, inaugural. So I think continue to do this. I like it's cool to do it one time, but I'm big on like continuous.
Repeat, of course.
That we got to continue
course.
to do these things in the community and
course.
invest to the community. It's not just a one-time charity thing, which we see a lot of people do. They come and do one thing and go away and think patting themselves on the back for 10 years. Like, remember I did that?
Yeah.
Like, but that's not really helping our people. We need consistency.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
we gonna double up on him. So you gonna have to you gonna have to start working out after the Octo Games.
okay.
For next Octo Games.
No, facts.
Yeah, because it's gonna get better.
It's gonna be bigger and better. And they're giving away $5,000 grand prize.
Yeah.
$2,000 second place. $1,000 third place.
Yeah.
PS5. Man, we already know how to. I'm a kid from the north side, so like if y'all would have did this, and I'm an athlete.
Right.
I would have won.
Real shit.
Like, I'm not playing.
I would have placed. I know I would have placed.
I would have been
you know
out
what I mean?
there.
You wouldn't have placed.
He said you wouldn't have played.
You wouldn't place.
Bro, we would have been out there. Like, think of
You
y'all,
wouldn't
like,
even started.
That's because I'm organizing. So I'm not being a part
No,
of it because I'm organizing. But
Man, them kids gonna be lit. Them kids gonna be out there competing for real. I was just thinking while y'all was talking about this. I'm like, man, somebody might get in a fight. We might have to. We might have to.
We got MIB
They gonna be
out
turned
there.
up.
We got
Yeah,
MIB
yeah,
out
but
there.
It's gonna be competitive, man.
But that's actually some of the things that
We need to
we
address.
talking about.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean? And what we talking about is who you dealing with, right? And we explain to you who he is, right? But certainly, I'm not giving you none of my money for fighting.
Right.
Nigga,
No,
if you want
exactly.
to fight,
You disqualified.
yeah, I'm not giving you my money for fighting. No,
Facts,
nigga.
yep.
I mean, if you ain't got enough to keep yourself composure to get this money, you ain't getting this money.
Facts. That's real.
Yeah. And that's the bottom line. But bottom line is get your shit together before you come to this motherfucker. It's not like we ain't gonna have the people there. We ain't gonna have us there. Us MIB is all about conversating, empathy, getting shit together. But you gonna be safe.
Yeah,
and
for
if you can't get your shit together, you gonna be pushed up out this bitch.
Well, I want the most low level gang banging this boy to get that money possible.
Hands
You
down.
know what I
The
mean?
most brokest ass my family is suffering ass.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
the reality of the matter is, you better come correct.
Yep.
You
You
got
better
to.
come correct.
You
I
got
mean, because you gotta have to do that in life. You ain't gonna be able to just act off emotions every time you don't like something. Then you crash out, and then sacrifice your own self and your own livelihood for that moment of I did. That's emotional shit, man.
Right.
You got to get better, man. Stand up. Men is about different shit. You know what I mean? We got different parts of us that we gotta hold it together. You know what I mean? You can't
That's
just
a fact.
crash out for the little shit, nigga. Get it together.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun though. I can't
If
wait.
you ain't coming with that motherfucking personality, move around.
No, for real.
Because that's what we on. We giving you every fucking opportunity, not just this 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. We got other prizes too.
Yep.
But if you can't come with a mentality that at this opportunity, I need to leave that other bullshit behind and give my chance,
Yep.
or maybe you don't want to do it for yourself. Maybe it's little sis. Little sis got an opportunity to go to Valley Fair for the whole year
Wow.
without any interpretations, without any flux.
Wow.
Oh, and did the B games?
That's the B games. I ain't trying to talk, but I'm talking, right? Like, come to this motherfucker with respect, because I promise you, you meet any MIB person that's out there, they give you that.
Yep.
So come with the same motherfucking energy, and that shit keeps vibrating when we create what we need as a people.
Facts. That's real.
And I mean, we gonna be honest. We did this. Been on them streets. If I could smell you, I'm just disqualify that nigga.
Energy.
That's that nigga friends over there. I know they got a pole on them now. They gotta get out this shit.
No.
It's like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lit though, man. I can't wait. I think once we get past it, be able to talk about it on the back end of it, man. It's gonna be dope, man. Big time.
But what I was actually saying, I know you went off on a tangent on Octo games. I know you love it, but I was trying to see if we can get old Quita Lachey to do a little intro song, on the mic there real quick.
Oh, of course. You already know that we got to do that.
Okay,
we got to do that.
Just wondering.
She gonna come rock that motherfucker.
That's a
for sure.
Well, we got a whole conversation.
Yeah.
And it's actually a fucking great conversation now that I think about it, because we got like an old school mentality of thinking. We got old school. Look, he
rolling up again.
now. we got a motherfucker who is borderline, which I love actually.
Yeah.
And then we got the younger dynamic as far as thinking. So the thing we're talking about is Black excellence, Black power, right? And that's the dynamic. So Black power, growing up, and I gave it, Black power is about Black economics. It's about the revolution together, right? We move and make things together. So when it comes to the idea,
because you ain't talking about the actual.
So
right?
when it came to Black people calling 911, right? They called 911 back in the 50s or 40s, right? Call 911 and the police would come and our people would have a heart attack or be shot or whatever, and they'd be slow with bringing what's called the paddy wagon. They'd be slow in bringing the paddy wagon, and before the paddy wagon got in, or even when they got put on the paddy wagon, this is the ambulance, by the way, but they got put on the paddy wagon. The paddy wagon would take twists and turns or whatever to where our people didn't survive or whatever. So we decided to, we got to do something to at least get our people to the hospital. And y'all didn't know this, and look it up, but it is Black people that created the ambulance type factor or whatever.
For a city, just one city.
For all of us. It started one city, just like everything, just like the Panthers and everything. I don't remember the city, sorry. You remember the city? Okay, I don't remember the city.
I gotta produce on the show too.
but we started that escapade. The same thing with the Black breakfast, right? There was no breakfast. All of our kids was suffering and whatever.
Wait a minute, you're going too fast. I just had a question. After the MLM system, this nigga got a timer. This nigga bought a timer so we can talk too much. He can cut us off.
They can't cut us off.
What the fuck? That's the first time I seen that shit too.
He always got that. I'm normally watching it over there.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Y'all hilarious.
I should have been watching the timer this whole time.
That's why I be knowing when to tell y'all to stop.
I heard that's some shit. Yeah. Oh, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all against us.
For real. These niggas talk too much.
I thought y'all was flowing. It was like, you know what? We got to stop sometime.
Yeah.
That's enough.
The MLM system. So what happened after it was taken in or stolen?
Sure.
Did we as a people just integrate into the system in which stole it, and then we just start calling 911 for the MLM system versus keeping it a part of our own Black economics?
It was in Cincinnati, Ohio, the first one.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
In 1865.
Oh, goddamn. That was a long time ago. But yes, your bottom line is yes. When we created something, we gave it the fuck away. Or let's say let's say, because I want to respect our elders, because I don't know at that time what it was. It could just be like we didn't know the platform of business or whatever, but it seemed like it was a transfer of power to where what we did went to them. The same thing with the Black Panthers and with the Black breakfast program and shit. We had it, and then now everybody eat breakfast in the motherfucking morning.
But this is the thing that I have an issue with what you're saying and what anybody is thinking, actually. And that is, in fact, we have seen the system, and actually we have seen a people all over the world who has rejected that type of system, the system that takes and steals from them and integrates it into their own
Colonization.
Colonization.
They have roles to say no, we don't want that or can't take that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, even though you're going to go on this fantastic story, that's where we at. Period.
I don't get your reference. So you're yes, the fact of we have always started something. Mm-hmm. Someone's come in between or something, and
somebody took, nigga. This is mine.
Yeah,
Debo.
Yeah, they bastardized.
Yeah, whatever word you're saying is
they
Debo.
Bastardized. Yeah,
they Debo.
Agree.
Okay.
Agree.
And how what you gonna keep talking when he leave again? Like how much what we gonna keep taking? We gonna keep letting Debo take our shit?
But that's the thing though. So you can't always say that's across the board, because we have your Redwood, your Black Wall Street, etc., where we was standing up and standing out, and we said this is the way it is, but still killing, murdering, and so on and so forth still came to par. But had that been the understanding factor to say, hey, Black Wall Street, let's extend this outside of just Black. Let's have ambassadors go to Chicago. Let's have ambassadors go and let's
build
because
that's what kings do.
Let's have
build.
a conversation, right? Let's keep the conversation going, because we know the nature of the beast, and that's what they do. It's bestial mentality.
Is that what you're saying we should be doing now?
So. Right now, we're talking about black excellence.
How can you be black and
black
excellent?
Power. So my black power understanding was what I just said. And my black power, I got a family that was Black Panthers. I got family that existed back in them, not the 66, but right after, like the second wave of it or whatnot. So I'm very entrenched into that. We got everything we need to make whatever the fuck we need happen. I'm with that.
Yep. This is absolutely true.
But black excellence came along, and it sounded like the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like the conversation sounded like it's good, but it went media. It went back in the days when the 50s, when they did when Motown did a song or whatever, it wasn't good until it went mainstream. So black excellence. Black power was one thing, but black excellence went mainstream. And when it went mainstream, I feel it lost its... You feel me?
No, I don't feel you.
Okay,
I feel you a little bit.
He feels me a little bit.
And I did a song called Black Excellence. I was the actual ambassador for Black Excellence here in Minnesota.
Because there was never a song... I can't say never, because it was just black people. But Black Power, James Brown and so on and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. There was those songs, but in terms of mainstream and crossing over to popular existence, say this is acceptable. I understand it. It makes sense. It didn't come into play until black excellence came into play, and black excellence said, "Hey, we're all good, but I'm good. I'm great. I'm doing great. I actually created my own blah, blah, blah." And that is where it was like, yeah, you're right. And white power or white existence, or not even white, but just this capitalistic society said, hey, you know what? If you're about individual business preparation and excellence or whatever, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And that separated us from our original foundational understanding.
Of community
which
building.
Is a community. It's about community. And black excellence is not about community. It's about, hey, that person made it, big him up. That person made it, big him up. But what else is there? So I'm only
you
interested.
You said a lot, and you talk a whole bunch, and then he got to talk before I ask the question
right,
too.
Because I'm introducing, right. Because I said what I said, because this is the intro, and I'm introducing it into the black excellence factor, which is Ricky.
Yes.
So now it's your turn.
So before I talk, I want to play the video, because the reason why I actually presented this conversation is because I heard this. It's a guy from Chicago named Vic Mensa. He a rapper, and I heard him, speak on it. He posted something. Y'all know 19 Keys?
Yep.
So 19 Keys.
Respect 19.
19 Keys posted, Black excellence is the scam that replaced Black power. And Vic Mensa posted that, and a whole bunch of people was like saying stuff to him, and then he made a video. So I want to play the video first before we talk. And Gator cut the video off earlier, so we got to hear the whole, the whole understanding of what's going on. So here you go.
From 19 Keys the other day saying Black excellence is the scam that replaced Black power. He said, what's wrong with Black excellence? I guess it's something that might be a controversial statement because we've been so deeply indoctrinated into the idea of Black exceptionalism that we think one athlete, one actor, one president, one rapper represents meaningful progress for Black people as a whole. But the studies show that Black median wealth will reach zero by the year 2053 if the current trends continue. Millions of us live in prison slave camps making lids for Starbucks cups for like 50 cents a day. The hood is as fucked up as it's ever been. But we got more millionaires than ever before. That shit is a scam. I think that's also the reason why we don't unify or strike and weaponize our labor in any of the industries that we dominate. The NBA, the NFL, the music industry. Because so rarely is one of us more than one step removed from poverty, but nobody's willing to risk it. We know we're being exploited by streaming. We make up all the labor and none of the ownership of the sports teams. Shit, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying we shouldn't strive for excellence as a people or as individuals. But we cannot make the mistake of confusing one of us getting out the hood with the progress of the group. We also have to look at the success of individuals that's achieved to the detriment of the masses. We be celebrating shit just because a nigga got some money. It don't matter who the fuck had to die. Like if niggas run around making a bag off the prison industrial complex, are we cheering that shit on?
Point.
Boo. Nigga, can I? May I speak?
Go
May
ahead.
I speak? First off, you get plants in our community. These plants, every time we get to a point where we may all carry an understanding, you get somebody with a platform to tell you the opposite of what you're thinking, right? Now there's a whole bunch of different other opinions, and now your thoughts is scattered, and you can't think straight. Now let me explain to you what I mean by this. Mm-hmm. Black power is, as you heard this old nigga say, a 70s word. Mm-hmm. We're in 2025. Everything else has evolved. But you're saying for us in our community that we can't evolve our words. And then secondly, you're saying, oh, Black power, that reached this part of our community. But Black excellence, that shot and reached everybody. Yeah, because we got the internet now. We didn't have the internet then. You know what I mean? So there is so much different factors that you could put into this argument that actually makes sense that you don't even need to argue it, because here's the one thing that you forget, right? Mm-hmm. Do me just one favor. Just one favor, for shits and giggles.
What?
Close your eyes. What you see?
Darkness.
Nothing. Is that a fair statement?
Yep.
Open your eyes. What you see?
Two ugly niggas.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
You see everything, right?
Yeah.
That means everything is your world. This is your world, period, right? If your eyes is closed, it doesn't exist. If your eyes is open, everything exists. That means the point of reference is you, period. And therefore, it is your God-given right to be the best you can be without ramifications of another nigga. Not that I don't want all of us to get to that point, but just like the airplanes say, you got to put on your mask first. Yep. I got to do good. I can't be jealous and envious of you if I try to pull you up with me, but I ain't really satisfied that part of me. And then when you up next to me, now I'm trying to sabotage you and knock you back down because I ain't got myself together.
All right, now I'm ready to talk.
Let's do it.
Go ahead, young boy.
So look, I like this. I thought this was a good statement or conversation, because I've never thought that before. Because I always been Black excellence, right? But when he put it that way, we've had this conversation before. There's not power in Black excellence as far as a community. And
wait, slow it down. There's not power in Black excellence
when it comes to community.
What do you mean? Explain.
Because it's singular. I've seen Black people that are billionaires that don't bring together people. They're selfish in a way where they Like you said, they take all the money, just like the white people. They learn from the white people. They take all the money, pay people crumbs, and they don't give back to the community in a meaningful way. Like how y'all doing Octo games, y'all can continue doing it. It's billionaires that don't even do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So what I'm saying is the power, Black excellence doesn't necessarily have power. It has money. It has influence.
Wait a minute, that's your own personal point of view. I'm only saying that because when I worked at the school, I taught the kids Black excellence.
Mm-hmm.
And I referenced it in the way of us as a unit. We're powerful as the fist.
Yeah.
Your hands like this, I could break them fingers, but if it's like this, it's stronger.
Yeah.
This is what I teach the kids,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I teach Black excellence in that fashion. So that's an opinion on how you look at Black excellence because we all don't see Black
let me
excellence
say
the
one
exact
thing.
same way.
So what I'm trying to say is
Nigga, I'm Black and I'm excellent.
you are. I am too. I got a song.
How
I got
about
the
that?
song. And I said that in a song. Look at me, Black, and I'm excellent. And I'm in black like a funeral. But anyway,
What you gonna think of yourself is not excellent?
No,
nigga
that's not
trying to
what I'm
convince
saying.
you to think
You're
of yourself
missing
is
the
not
point.
excellent.
Finish
Like,
what you
the fuck?
said. Don't
You're missing
follow
the
his,
point.
Yeah,
thought
what you
process.
don't have just a problem. Bring a solution.
no, that's what I'm saying.
What's the replacement of excellence if
Nope,
I can't
don't-
use
don't
excellence?
follow
Black
it.
what, nigga?
Don't follow
Black
No,
this
is
let me say
bullshit.
this. Let me
Don't
say
follow
this.
this
Let me say
bullshit.
this.
Don't follow
We're
this.
not saying
Stop hating, nigga.
I don't
Stop
agree.
hating.
I don't necessarily agree with the full statement of like Black excellence is a scam or taking over Black power. I think there's two separate things. But I think Black excellence has gotten to a point where it's diluted Black power.
You let somebody convince you because you seen
No,
TikTok ain't even real. TikTok ain't even real. Everything on TikTok is fake.
Let me finish, nigga.
Everything on TikTok is
Let me
fake.
finish. Let me finish.
You know he don't want nobody.
You know
to
what's not
finish.
fake? Let me tell you something that's not fake. When all of us as Black people came together and stopped shopping at Target, they really lost billions of dollars.
Bam.
That's Black power.
That's Black excellence.
That's Black power.
That's Black excellence.
power.
Nigga, that was excellent
Listen.
that Black people did that shit.
Power.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, there's a difference. If we look at the definition of excellence and the definition of power, they mean different things.
I think they mean simultaneously the same.
They do not.
They mean
Somebody
different
call
things.
him Yahshua, somebody call him Jesus. That's just
They
the
do
same
not.
shit.
They do not.
But I'm saying-
because the and I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off,
go ahead.
man. But the let's say the power that is current does not seek for excellence. They seek for power.
You're trying
no
to
matter
judge
what.
how this generation is moving?
So I'm only
You're trying to
talking
judge
about
how
the
this
power
generation
that
is
exists.
moving? They moving better
So
than
the
we
power
did. These
that
niggas is
exists-
making millions on millions,
The
nigga,
power
way
that
quicker than we did.
exists Is the 4, 5, 6, 7 families? They are white. They're not going around saying white this and white that. That's not their main goal. Their goal is power. And with that power, they do so with capitalism and so on and so forth. So they don't want, actually, they don't even want money. They don't want whiteness and this and that. They don't care the fuck about that. If they cared so much about it, why would they poison their own
Wait,
people?
man, this is
Hold
true
on,
of what you're saying, but why are you bringing this into this? This ain't got nothing to do with the argument.
This is the rude point when you get to talk and then all of a sudden you be
Sorry.
like, oh, they don't never
Sorry.
get always cut me off. So this is the case in point when we talk about the understanding of language. Understanding of language, the white people don't say white excellence. They don't throw their whatever up and say white excellence. I'm not done. I'm just not done. That's the weird part about it. They don't do that. So yes, the word excellence sounds great.
They do it.
but
They call
it's-
themselves white. White ain't even a real thing. Nigga, ain't these motherfuckers ain't white. Nigga, they're
But-
German.
but they still-
they're
what's
Dutch.
what's at
they're
the end of their
Irish.
words?
Nigga, they're not. They're white is a just a term
At the
like they
end-
use them with X.
and
Ah,
at the
come on,
end,
man.
what's
That's
the
semantics.
second word?
That's
What's
semantics.
the second
it's
word?
semantics.
They don't say
They
white
call themselves
excellence.
something. They call
They
themselves
don't say-
something.
Nope.
They call
You're
themselves
talking
something.
You're talking about cultural
They
variance.
called themselves something.
We're not talking
They're
about
not white.
cultural variance.
Nigga, this
We're
is
talking
white.
about that they say when they're proud about something, they don't say white excellence. They don't do that.
What do they say?
White power on
Okay.
purpose because in their English
you
language
wanna
they
copy 'em.
understand the dynamic of power.
And you wanna
so
copy
if
'em.
you want power,
We started with Black power.
So then why did we change it? Why did we shift?
we
We're
changed
talking
it
about-
because of the dynamics of hey, what's softer? What's more palatable? What can make more people? Because it's about
Why? Why was that?
What do you call it? I just said you the same thing about being accepted in popular music, right?
Yeah,
This is the same dynamic. Hey, white power,
Okay, they wanna be accepted.
Black power. So everybody says, hey, black power seems like a too much for them.
But they still want to be accepted together.
Somebody said
White
it
people are
to one-
scared of black power.
They're
not
afraid
scared of black
No.
excellence.
No, they're not.
No.
Because black
They
power,
own black excellence.
Black power means together, and in their language, their history, their understanding, they understand that white power means we're this together. And if we say black power, that means we're this together. They do
When we
not.
say black
want-
excellence, it breaks it up.
You're missing one dynamic, and the one dynamic is how it is being used.
I just told you how it was being used. I said word verbiage. So if we say, I just said, nigga, you ain't listening. This is the fact when you ain't listening. I said white power. They have used that for a dynamic. They said they've used that for verbiage, for energy, right?
May I
They
explain
don't
what-
say,
may I explain what I'm
let me
saying? No,
finish,
wait, I was trying- I actually
because
said a
you tried
word and
to,
you
but
went
you
off.
fucked up. So they said white power for a reason because the word power in their English language.
You just said
gives
this whole
their-
fucking thing, man.
Okay, this
All
is
right,
this,
great.
Is this one moment
so
you want
now-
to be right? Or
No, I
heard
just said
instead of being right?
we just heard you say to say. I
Okay.
just want to respond.
Say what you wanna say.
That's it, right? There has been a generation of black folks that has been traumatized by the use and verbiage of black power. People have died in front of them. People have
Absolutely.
been hold on. People have been trampled. So the innovative people we are, we say we're going to keep the dynamic, but we're going to say it in a safer way so that we don't get marginalized and stepped on for being excellent, right?
Nah.
So we don't need to be all powerful in your face, right? But we still gonna be together and excellent at the same time.
So
who gonna be able to stop that?
Everything that they say, we got to change up because we want to be safe.
We are.
Safe is what you
Well,
saying.
hold on.
Be
No,
safe,
I ain't
be
being.
safe. Hold on, let me
No,
finish
nigga,
now.
fuck that.
No.
We ain't being
We
safe.
wanna
We
be
talking
safe
about
in white people's
evolving.
eyes.
We talking
Let's
about
change the
evolving. We
language.
talking about being
Oh
able
my
to
God,
move
they
and
don't
maneuver
like
through
it. We
through
gotta
life.
change
You
the words.
you hit
That's
a
what
wall.
you saying,
You got to
nigga.
turn, nigga. You
Yeah,
can't just
hit a
keep
wall,
hitting the
gotta
wall.
turn.
Keep hitting the wall. Keep
Fuck
hitting the
them.
wall. Keep hitting the
What you
wall,
talking
nigga.
about?
Turn that motherfucker,
Fuck
man.
them.
You got to adapt. You got to adapt and
my
evolve.
ass. Use
You
the
got to
words
adapt and
that
evolve,
they
and that's
use.
what we're best
Use
at.
the
That's why
words
we're
that they
still
use.
here. That's why so many of us. That's why we're on every country. That's why we rule. That's why we went from slavery to the president
That's
because we
bullshit.
adapt.
That's bullshit.
No, I feel it. The point that I think is being
It's
missed
sticking with a
here.
panhandle.
The point that I think is
White
being
people,
missed.
is it okay if we say we're this today?
Listen,
No,
man,
he got- he got a point.
white people don't exist.
Well,
I don't
black-
even know if there's even white people here, nigga. You know why? Because all I see is black. I don't know if they're here or not.
Go ahead. Go ahead. This is your show. We just taking over.
Sorry.
No, I knew this conversation was gonna get there. So that's why we do it.
right.
But no, so the point that's being missed is black. Like we said, black excellence is more singular, and that's what they want. They don't want us to be
That's
thinking.
opinion.
No, that's what's happening.
Oh, you saying it's turn? Yeah, because the whole world is turning to be singular.
You hear? He
That's
said,
everything.
He said,
That ain't
yeah,
just
because.
black excellence. That's
He
the niggas
said,
who's
yeah,
already by
because-
themselves too.
He
yes,
said, yeah,
I
because
agree.
he understood
Sorry,
what you
I
said.
agree.
But
He agreed.
let me say it like this.
I agree.
So the people in the trenches, do they feel like they are black excellent?
Yes,
No,
because
they
I
don't.
was in the trenches.
No, they
I'm talking about the people that's right in the trenches right now.
Oh, right.
Do they feel like
How
we
will I
like-
know, nigga?
They don't feel like that. Because they haven't achieved. Black excellence is connected to achievement.
Now,
So
now,
so
now
now
if you say
so
black
my-
power
okay,
to these
okay.
niggas,
So my point is
Okay.
now
Okay.
that's what he's saying. Like now people we looking to achieve, which is good. But the thing is like when we say black power, it's from the
It's
trenches
everybody.
to the top.
it's
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
All
that-
of us.
So that's where we have to.
You're saying black excellence is excluding a level of people and going from
Yeah, it's
people who
classes.
are doing something to
Yeah.
okay. So my question is this.
Mm-hmm.
Then why can't you have black power and black excellence?
You can, but my point is what the question was. What they posed is like they gave us black
That's
excellence
that American shit. Either or. It's got to be one or the other.
No, they
Can it
gave
be
us
both?
black excellence to dilute black power. Now, if we can say black excellence, but the point is black power has been diluted. So now it's a separation where like I said when we did the DEI, when we did the thing about Target, that was the first time I seen like how can we come together? We couldn't find a way to have power as Black people, and now we understand because we've done it again. We did it back in the day with the boycotts of the
Montgomery boycott.
Yeah, Montgomery boycotts of the buses and stuff like that. Our power as Black people is in our dollar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or us collectively.
Us collectively doing something as one. That we can't. It's hard for us to find ways to do that. And everybody's looking at accomplishment like, well, Black excellence, let's go get the money. But then we getting the money and we're not coming together and doing nothing as a unit. So it's not as powerful.
But wait, what I'm trying to explain to you is this. Trying to destroy the word Black excellence.
No, not
wait,
destroy.
Wait, hold on now. But it's trying to destroy the word Black excellence to make a point ain't the way to get us together. If Black excellence got a certain amount of people, right? You just add to that, put another word on there, put some better on it, but don't come at it like, is this segregated this or is this versus that? Fuck that, nigga. We know how. Stop letting them play us. Let play them, nigga. We know how they move. They move the same way every single time.
No,
nigga,
for sure.
You don't know how these motherfuckers move,
No,
man.
for sure. But look, this is how I feel. And even before I even seen this.
Doesn't mean. Go ahead.
No, look, even before I seen this, like I said, I've been around like Black billionaires. And I had because y'all know like my vision and what I want to do for the community.
Yeah.
So, and I want to be a billionaire. That's what, I'm working towards so that we can build infrastructure and system for our community, right? Yeah. So when I'm seeing people make it there and they have the means, they have the influence, and they're not choosing to
It's
come
not
back
your
to the community.
business, though.
But
it's not your business. Worry about your own self.
But I'm saying
when you get a billionaire, nigga, you do what the damn deal. But you worry about the next nigga.
What I'm saying is, it's not power in that. That's what I'm saying.
The power is in you.
Honestly,
the power's in you.
Honestly,
but
you're the power. You know what you want to do.
We need leaders.
It's just you. It ain't many of them. Nigga, leaders just don't jump out the jack and box.
They're Black billionaires and they not
They just
leading.
billionaires, so they're not leaders. Nigga, are you faulting them for not being leaders?
Yes.
No, it's not your it's not your place.
That part is
saying, but that's my perspective.
Just because you got money does not mean you a leader. And that's like the bottom line.
But they think they're a leader if you ask them.
It doesn't matter. And they will tell you that they're leaders. They will kind of show you because of their
they
money.
They do
but they
whatever
are
they
not
want.
Leaders.
They don't think that they're leaders. They know that they can do whatever they want because money will allow you to do whatever you want.
Let me put this point that he was saying. They skip a lot of people that get the money. They got the money from white people. That's why Black excellence. The white people gave them the money.
Yeah.
They working. They doing whatever they do. Some white people gave them the money. So now they scared to actually use their influence to give power to the Black community because they might piss off these white people and stop the checks.
Because they have misdirection. They have misdirection in terms of what the fuck they care about. So yeah, you got to a certain point, and let's say like you're because it is what it is. Kanye West, right? Kanye West.
See, he's not scared.
And
you see what happened to him.
And he ain't.
Ain't nothing happened to him.
But
nigga moving and grooving by himself.
Hold up. The nigga still got multi-millions of dollars.
But he lost it and got it back.
What does that mean? What? This nigga and my nigga.
My nigga, pause.
Me and this nigga.
Paused him. He got paused twice today.
Me and this nigga, right? We know what it would take for us to feel comfortable. We are not greedy niggas. Yep. We'll find. We're putting it back into ourselves or the business, community, et cetera, et cetera. We're fine with that. We know what it takes to be comfortable and be okay. Now, when you reach tens of millions, of hundreds of millions of dollars, you are not that fucking offset. So give me the fuck a break. If you was $1 billion at once and now you worth 200 million, because goddamn it, you still have the capacity to change the dynamic of Black people, brown people in the fucking community.
You all in somebody else's motherfucking business, man. The only thing that you can control is your fucking life. So you do that shit.
Yes,
fuck what another motherfucker doing, man. That shit don't matter, man.
But
you can't
you
can't navigate. You can't navigate. You can't make no decisions based off another motherfucker. So fuck what he talking about. You be the king, nigga. You be the motherfucker who you see. You be the one.
You still lay an opinion. You still lay an opinion. It doesn't
Why?
matter what
Why?
you
Why do you
feeling.
need an opinion?
Because you do.
No.
You do, nigga.
Who?
Quit trying to front and act like you don't.
Stop
nigga.
telling,
you
nigga.
Still have, right.
You
you still
telling,
have an
nigga.
opinion on another nigga doing something when they could have done something else, and that's fine. That's your
I
own
bet you ain't
pockets.
heard
I
me do
get
this, nigga. Don't try to contradict what I'm saying because I ain't have no opinion right now.
But the bottom line is, no matter what, we still gonna have an opinion of a Jay-Z and so on and so forth. And it is maybe to some people it's a big
None
opinion.
of your business, nigga.
To me, actually, it's like, okay, well the nigga, it's his money. He can do what the fuck he
Right,
wants
for
to
sure.
do. That's my bottom line.
But this
right?
is my theory. This is my theory, right? You know what? No, don't worry about that, man. We good.
Oh, now all of a sudden you
Don't worry about the clock.
No,
now.
because when I'm watching the timer, I let it go over. It go over every time. Okay. But then we just find a good place to stop. But my theory is, what if every black multimillionaire to billionaire just
I ain't going off that.
no? This is my
I don't even
theory.
like that.
I like it.
Go ahead.
This is my theory because it's about the people. They're part of the
He got
people.
all in the camera shot and shit and everything, man.
Yeah, man.
He's into your
I'm,
shit.
I'm talking right.
Why you was talking?
Hold on,
Next time, pour me some shit before. And it's pointing on him. It ain't even on you.
but I'm
It's
talking.
your shit.
My camera is right behind
Right.
you. I'm just- this is a big point for me because this is what I've been thinking about for a while after seeing what I've seen. My theory is because it's about the people. Yeah, you be like, man, this their money. It is their money. They can make their own decisions.
Bottom line.
But that don't mean I gotta agree with it. I could be like, that's lame to me. So we supposed to be about the people, or that's what I would like black people to be. We supposed to be about the people. So think of every multimillionaire to billionaire just invested in their own communities where they came from every single year. Would that change these communities and give more opportunity to the people there?
Nope, nigga.
Why not?
Where's your solution?
Hold on.
No,
That's
where's your
absolutely-
solution?
that's
No,
absolutely-
nigga, where's
I
your
got something to
solution?
say.
You got
I
a
got
problem.
something to say.
You posing a problem, nigga. Where's your solution?
As what you're saying is
I'm
on the
doing it.
positive
Huh?
spectrum.
Exactly. Tell
on
us
the
about what you
positive
gonna do.
spectrum. Hold up, nigga. I got a point, goddammit, and I said it.
I bet you forget it.
I got a fucking
I bet
point.
you forgot it.
On the positive spectrum, you're saying these people who have been, let's say, blessed, who
Yep.
have multi-millions of dollars, who have all resources and accesses, why aren't they giving more to the community? Right? You say that.
Consistently, not charity.
In general, consistently, whatever.
Yep.
Right? Then you looked at the lower half of it and say why these niggas are killing each other and terrorists and so on and so
Poverty.
forth. You haven't
Lack of
haven't
opportunity.
But you give him an excuse and
They
opportunity.
got an
or
excuse
whatever.
too. They don't want to. That's
Right.
their excuse.
But the fact of the matter is, on each perspective, it's plaguing our community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not the question. If on either spectrum, positive or negative,
How do you come
we don't
with a
have a
solution?
solution.
Then?
We don't have a solution on
But
the
that's
positive
the
and
well, the
or
theory
negative.
that
I told you the
theory that I'm-
solution.
the-
You do it.
But still,
do.
I'm gonna do it. But the theory
That's the solution.
is the theory is, what if this was happening?
Nope.
How?
We don't.
No,
I
you
don't
gotta
know
look at
what
the theory.
You
It's
be
a
the nigga to
hypothesis,
organize it.
nigga. It's a
Okay.
hypothesis.
Okay, let's do the hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
So what if that was happening? Would it, just answer this, yes or no?
Okay.
If that was happening, do you think that the communities would look different in a positive way? Yes or no? No, nothing else. Just yes or no.
Yes.
Possibly.
Then no, that's not a yes or no, nigga.
I'm gonna give what I'm gonna give. It's possibly.
Yes, it would.
Yes.
Because if these people were they were showing up in their neighborhoods, and
Talking about positive and negative, though, right?
I'm saying if they were showing up in neighborhoods, the kids are seeing them, they're building infrastructure, they're building systems where they're pulling their money together. That's black power. That's what I'm saying. So if we were doing that, and I'm gonna say this too. When we look at the Jewish community, we got black people can learn a lot from the Jewish community. They have processes for them to have power, and people, it's part of their tradition. It's not part of our tradition. We come from slavery, so everybody was trying to make
Nigga, we
it
come
out.
from kings.
Did you know?
I'm talking about we come from kings, but in America,
No,
we came
oh.
from slavery.
Did you
So
know-
like when people,
So you only looking at the last little
I'm
bit.
just talking-
We got so much history here.
I'm talking
You
about
about
because it was 400 years that
Ago.
diseased us that we haven't made it back from.
we got 10,000 years of existence.
But we haven't made it back from the 400 yet. I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
So we trying to figure out that solution. So the problem is back in those days, obviously everybody's fucked up. They give one person a little bit more. And that person ain't trying to fuck up they little bit more. It has not changed. It's the same situation. That's what I'm saying.
Can I fuck you up real quick?
Go ahead.
Let me fuck you up. Bottom line, you need a killer in order to have a hero. You need somebody sick in order to have a
Yin
doctor.
and yang.
I mean, you're gonna have to deal with both spectrums. Of
Either
the
way,
situation.
you're gonna still have to deal with that.
No matter what, right?
Yeah.
So each to their own life and how they see things, they're gonna attempt to do what's right in their own world, what they perceive of what they doing, right? And we don't know that, right? We ain't in none of them worlds, you know.
I have been in the world.
No, but I'm just saying we ain't in all that. Where you ain't been even in a 0.0000001% of the people who got this money, right? So we don't know what they doing. What if somebody was a millionaire who say everybody who's on the street with a I can't work sign, I'm gonna give them 10,000, right? We don't know if they doing that or not. You know what I mean? That's their own personal path.
Yeah.
We have no idea. What the bottom line is that if you see a
But that's charity. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about infrastructure.
You're picking out something specific on me now. You ain't even let me finish.
But they're doing charity. I'm not saying they're not doing charity. They'll give you some money.
So
what ain't helping?
What if that's enough for them? Because let me tell you something that you forgot about. Remember we did the show on the houses, the vacant properties in America?
Yeah.
You know, which is more than the homeless population?
Yeah.
Right? So if America itself wanted to cure this problem, they could do it. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
They could do it in an instance, right?
Yeah.
So underneath America, if you just some niggas who say, I'm finna do it, they go strike your ass down, right? Because obviously they want it this way for a reason. Otherwise, they wouldn't have it this way, right? Yeah. So these niggas with this big money know this. Yeah. They know that I can't get too much in this because this even us opening this coffee shop, nigga. You got to deal with these motherfuckers who come in who hold this power, who can look at you in your face and say you can do or
as
you
long
can't.
as we moving in fear, bro, we never gonna have power.
Right. That's why I agree. And I know you on some instances being devil's advocate, which is why I love the conversation. But the bottom line is, the fact of the matter is that we know that there's cats out here. We see that there's cats out. Let's say we're not talking about your celebrity and shit like that. We ain't talking about them. We talking about cats that got a little bit of bread to collectively get together and create something. We ain't talking about these motherfuckers.
Influence do matter too, though.
Let's say we're not talking about them, right? Because if we're talking about them, it sounds like they're the problem.
Right.
It sounds like they're the standard where everybody believes that you got to face up and be like that to matter, which in fact, there are more business people or whatever that look like us that are working on this collective together on this line, right? That's the bottom line.
And we can generate more money than them big boys.
We can generate more money, which means stop focusing on these motherfuckers that's selling you the hoop, ham, blam, blam, because they got contracts specific. They ain't telling you all they contract because it's a fucking contract. They contract says, hey, you can only give selectively to a certain amount, but I'll be damned if you help out the whole black community. Right. I'll be damned if you build an institution of medical excellence and so on and so forth. They have probably that illustration
in order to get that money.
Right. In order to get that money. So stop fucking thinking these is our heroes. These niggas is artists and shit like that. Who the fuck cares? There's niggas on a business level that's like, God damn it, let's probably just talk and figure how the fuck we gonna get together and make it together.
And let's do it together. Because stop worrying about these niggas. You want to do something, do it yourself.
I understand. But when we looking at the community, they're a part of it. So that's why I look at them as well. Because it's up to us. We doing the work, but it's also up to them. Especially when they got more influence and more money. When they do it, it goes further. It helps. It adds fuel.
I hate to tell you, it
adds fuel to the fire.
It's more niggas that will get the money and run out the hood than it is niggas who will stay and take care of the hood. I'm so sorry to tell you the real news, nigga.
To me, it's
just a certain breed that's gonna do it.
We are so too fucking hyper focused on entertainment, what these motherfuckers is about to do or whatever. I promise you, if we keep doing a consistency of what we're doing now to raise awareness,
it's been happening, bro.
And I know
for years, but it's not working.
No, it's
It
not
is
working
working.
as
Now, I'm
fast as
talking
you
about-
want to work.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not working in the mass scale. The hoods is worse than they ever been. It's fucked up. It's continuously fucked up. So
But you ain't telling the real reason why it's fucked up.
poverty.
No.
Why is not outside of poverty? What is it?
I mean,
Well,
why are you in poverty?
Lack of information, lack of opportunity.
Slow it
What
down.
else?
Slow it down, man. We're in the informational age. You got more information passing through your fingers than you ever had in the entire life of this earth. So right now, you can't, that's not no excuse. Why are you in poverty? That's what I want to know.
Lack of
Choice.
knowledge. Even
Choice.
though the information is there,
It's choice.
you still
It's-
need.
it-
You say it
bottom
again.
line- bottom
Hold on,
line
let me
is
ask you, do you
choice.
think that you need mentors? Do you think you have people that been through it that can teach you how to do it? Just because you got the information don't mean you're going to get it. That's like telling
Well,
somebody.
what you
hold
think
on,
this
let me
whole
finish, let me
podcast is
finish.
about?
Let me finish. That's like you going to school that give you the books and no damn teachers. What are you're not going to learn that shit for real? You need somebody to teach.
Exactly. You do need somebody to teach, and you're absolutely 100% correct. However, I know that I didn't have anybody to teach me.
And you figured it out.
And you goddamn
But
right.
you-
Because there was
we-
no other
We different.
choice.
Everybody ain't like that.
Exactly. That's the
So
whole
that's
point.
why-
that's
that's
the
why
whole point.
infrastructure needs to be-
Everybody
But
ain't
then,
like
but
that.
then you get platforms. So let me baseline this. So he nor I had the opportunity of motherfuckers showing. We had to grow.
Me too.
Blah,
I
blah,
had to
blah.
figure this shit out.
Now now we're at the point we're on a whole fucking podcast, and we're like, we got to get whatever the fuck's right here in front of everybody
Yeah.
that's out there.
Facts.
And that's what we're doing right now. So
Trying
you
to share.
can't-
That's a piece
you-
of the pie.
You
For sure.
saying like, oh, it didn't happen. It ain't happen. No, nigga,
But it happened.
It's fucking happening.
I'm saying this is a piece of it, but I just know, like, I don't want to say nobody names, but I just know certain people have a different power than we got. They got different
Who give a
influence.
Who
fuck?
the fuck cares?
Who give a
Listen.
What's
fuck?
their power?
When we talking about a theory, if they were like y'all niggas, if they was like us, and
They're
they-
not.
There ain't nobody like
No,
us,
no.
nigga.
It's a
I'm
theory.
me, nigga.
it's a hypothesis.
Okay.
There's
No.
other people like us.
Nigga,
There
you been
are other people
hypothesis
like
for
us.
30 minutes now, nigga.
There are
Goddamn.
other people like us. There are. You know what I mean? Yo, we ain't the only niggas like this, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm talking about these specific people that could help the community. They choosing not to. They choosing to do charity, and they feel like that's helping.
Well, this is when we talking about the yin and yang.
Yeah.
This is the absolute truth. I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing if them niggas had did it first. If I could count on them doing it, I wouldn't have to
I
do
wouldn't
it.
be here.
But you're adding to it.
No, it's yin and
wouldn't-
yang.
Yeah,
nigga.
because they wasn't there.
even
Now I
though-
had to step up.
Even though in the yin, right? Let's say what.
But you got- you know-
in the yin, you're still talking about people who had the opportunity, could do this. They got
Yeah.
multi-millions. That's fine. That's the yin, and maybe the yang aspect is I ain't got that, and we moving how we moving.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't on that level. It ain't whatever it is, but whatever it is, it's the opposite. Maybe it's not financially of what you're used to seeing or whatever.
I'm not saying
but
these
maybe
people
it's
gonna be able to do
information
everything.
and
That's
or-
what I'm saying. I'm saying they need to add to it. Somebody.
You still worried about other
No,
people.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Obviously, because we have to hold people accountable.
No,
We
nigga,
do.
You gotta hold you accountable.
Of course.
You
You're
can't
the
hold
only
nobody
person
else.
that
You
needs
ain't
to
got
hold
the right to
yourself
hold
accountable.
nobody else
That's
accountable,
it.
nigga.
That's
How the fuck
all
you got the
that
audacity
matters.
to
That's
hold
not true,
another
man.
nigga
That's all that
accountable?
matters.
That's not true, man. That's
Nigga,
not
hold
true.
your own
Listen,
goddamn self
how about this?
accountable.
How about this? I'm gonna put it like this. We play basketball. If y'all niggas on my team and you're not doing what the fuck you supposed to do, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Oh, nigga, you the leader gonna tell me what the fuck
I
to
don't-
do,
that's
nigga.
not about
I'm
me
playing the
being a
best.
leader.
I'm playing the best I can, nigga. What you gonna do?
Step
Kick
it
my
up.
ass? What you gonna whip my
Step
ass?
it
Nigga?
up.
I'm gonna play the best I can.
Step it up.
Nigga, what?
I'm
You
trying.
don't have to whip my
Try
ass.
harder,
'Cause
nigga.
right. What the fuck are you
Then
talking
I'm gonna
about?
try
nigga?
harder.
Am I right?
And if my try harder doesn't matter, then what?
We
Doesn't
get
measure.
better.
Then what?
That's the thing. And it's in love.
Just
It's
'cause
not-
I- just 'cause
Doesn't
you
matter
yelling at
is
me
what
don't
you
make me
just
get
said-
better, nigga.
What you just
No,
said
you
is
said it a certain
I
way.
didn't measure, but I'm still on the team.
Right.
I mean, it's up to the coach, God.
And seeing that you ain't the coach, how do you got the audacity to
look,
tell me, nigga?
But if I'm on the team with you, we are, and you supposed to hold me accountable too. It's not just me holding you accountable.
I get that point.
That's a team dynamic. We came
I'm
to that
saying,
agreement
and
together.
when we talk about black people, and we got to wrap up, y'all. And normally I say wrap up on the other side, but when we talk about black
Hey,
people,
y'all, this is what he do to wrap up. He gives us the bit of paper. It's so disrespectful. I'm like, oh, why is he saying fuck y'all? I be like,
because they didn't
oh,
understand
goddamn.
when I was doing other stuff, so I had to find a way to get these niggas' attention. But you made me forget what I was saying. Like, damn. Jeez.
Oh shit.
Right.
You might be getting old.
He hanging around us too much.
Yeah, you might be getting old.
No, he just made me laugh.
But you was talking about holding people accountable.
There we go. So I was talking about being on the team.
Yep.
As the black community, you trying to exclude niggas. No, we are on the same team.
We're not all on the same team.
No,
We're
no.
not all on the same team.
We are.
No.
We're not.
If we got black skin,
No.
we're on the same team.
No.
Sorry.
I know
No.
y'all say all skin
No.
folk and kinfolk.
No,
but listen.
No, I'm sorry. Some niggas will play for the other team, the other team for money. You know what I mean? And period. You talking about team analogies? We ain't gonna have nobody who's playing for the other team on my team. We gonna kick their ass off the team.
Let me tell you something, man.
That's
They be like, shorty, do something and spread what you call it? The trigger, the loose trigger.
No,
Yeah,
the gun.
Whatever. The one that spreads. I'm old. That's how you know. I'm
switch.
Old.
Switch.
Switch. God damn it. There you go.
Switch.
Switch.
It was on the tip
They
of my tongue.
spread a switch, and they got a whole bucket right in front of and they aim it on one person, and they hit a whole bunch of innocent people.
Yep.
Is that still a brother? Is that still a motherfucker we should talk to down the line to be like, hey brother, you should start a business and shit like that? Or is that a fucking terrorist?
We go write you and keep in contact. Make sure your commissary
Hey,
is
brother,
real puffed.
You had a bad upbringing. Like, the fuck? No.
Listen, obviously you got to have consequences, but I think that's somebody that you supposed to bring back into society. I think Gator would agree with that.
Eventually, if he gets his shit together on that end,
That's what I'm saying.
about
At that
initial
moment,
reaction.
you gotta be
I'm
like,
only
you gotta
talking
be
about
held
initial
accountable,
reaction.
right?
You gotta be held
You
accountable.
gotta be held accountable.
You gotta be held
but that
accountable.
don't mean that we don't love you. That don't mean
Of course.
that we don't.
No,
But
but
that's
no
not
one's
our
saying
community.
that.
Our
We're
community
saying
ain't set
we
it
got to
and forget
start
it.
a community without the outliers. And if you want to come in, sure, but you're going to come in under these conditions.
100%.
Period, right? But we
Exactly.
got to start that first with that smaller group because you can't just let everybody in because everybody going to be trying to sabotage.
Right,
There's all these egos. I got to be king. I got to be king. Nigga, we all kings.
We
nigga.
all kings.
Let's put our minds together, put our brains together. Everybody equal. Let's get into a council. Let's make shit happen.
100%.
So that's my bottom line is to make you realize, like you say, you made the term all skin folk ain't kin folk and stuff like that. But I want you to realize this shit been said since 300 years ago.
Yep.
And it's because that you got the right skin. They be like, yeah, we good. And they go and be like, Massa, they leaving, they running, right? You
Yep.
can't trust everybody like that because if you trying to improve. Bottom line, if you are trying to improve yourself, your family, and your community, that is the bottom line. If anybody is opposition of that, they are opposition of that. Now, in our culture, that doesn't mean we write them off as they do, right?
Yeah.
They write them off. They're degenerates or whatever, slavery for the rest of their life. No, because a nigga could change 50, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years
Yeah.
in the pen or whatever,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
And be
Maybe that's something
helpful.
that we need to address, but
Yeah.
we don't write them off. They write them off. So
Right.
we ain't got the same shit that they got. But bottom line is, them motherfuckers is terrorists, and we trying to improve our shit, and we don't need
And
terrorists
we don't need
in our
motherfuckers.
shit. man.
We don't need our people dying and getting shot
Listen.
with innocent bullets and shit. But hold on,
I
let
was
me give you
opposing the
something.
theory.
Let me give you something. What happened and what we need to replace.
Yep.
When we came to this country, and all our families was ripped apart and taken apart, right?
Yeah.
And then we were beat in front of our women, and we were degraded. You know what I mean? And so it's been so
Traumatized.
much. It's been so much negative stuff in our culture, in our upbringing, right? That when we act these ways, we're acting a way based off how we were taught. So now you're talking about rejoining each other, and when we rejoin each other, we need time. We was just integrated into white society.
Yeah.
We needed time to get back our family, auntie back, and nephew back, and let's hug and love each other for a little bit before we go out and integrate with anybody else. We never got that opportunity, and that's what we probably need is the opportunity to just be with ourselves, to just love ourselves, to self-love for a bit, right? And then get back with y'all in a minute. You know what I mean? We'll check y'all out in a bit, but let's just love each other for a minute. We can make economy through each other.
Reconstruction period should have been about black people being reconstruct our culture. And maybe we're disconnected to a certain degree to Africa or whatever, but we could have blended the both whatever the fuck we was and been something that's just ridiculous.
We can. Don't
And
say would've.
Well, I'm just talking about past tense. We could have done that, and if we would have done that, then your Black Wall Streets would have been substantial. There would not have been what it was because we were so busy trying to be like, hey, can we still be a part of y'all society? And a society that didn't give a fuck about us. So if we would have done that, it'd have been a different matter. So now we're on that same shit to say, like, we don't need everybody. Stop thinking we need everybody. Everybody ain't about us. And I'm talking about rich and I'm talking about poor. Everybody ain't about what the fuck is going on. So quit thinking we need everybody. We just need whoever's riding, and that's fine.
And if we take care of the bottom, you take care of the whole thing.
You take care of the whole foundation.
I feel you. But
We just ended on something. You gotta say something?
yo, man, follow me on Instagram.
What's
Ricky the
joint?
CEO, the Startup Hustle. You know, if you are a small business, a corporation, a nonprofit, and you are looking to tell your story and not really telling your story, you're doing the work, but not telling your story on social media, or you need us for whatever production or photography services, please reach out to me at Ricky the CEO or on the Startup Hustle, and we'll come and get you together.
And I promise you, the Startup Hustle.
That boy lit.
Hustle. You goddamn right, Am. The Startup Hustle and One Global Media will get your ass right.
The Startup Hustle and One Goal Media.
That's what I said, didn't I?
You said Global Media.
Sorry, One Goal. I told y'all drinking, goddamn. One Goal Media will get you right, and we profess and we work with and we fuck with Black, and that's what it's about.
For sure.
So as it is, nigga.
That was right on point.
It was
On
after
point.
the fact.
It was on point.
But Ricky, I appreciate you being here, man.
No
This
problem,
is a
man.
great age thing conversation because
for
it's
sure.
and I felt your passion in this shit. So that meant it was
definitely,
that much. This motherfucker gonna blow the fuck up. I promise you that.
Yeah, anytime you got me on here,
watch the
bro, you know,
numbers.
anytime you put me on the camera,
Wow.
you might have, I might be the moderator. He told you pretty girl, I might have to be the moderator. Pretty Ricky. That's not a pause. Man.
Right. I wanted to so bad. I was like, is it a pause?
No,
No,
you said
it's not
I'm the pretty girl.
I
Pause
said
it
you want a
anyway.
pretty girl, you pretty Ricky. That's not no pause.
No, you didn't say the second part, but it is what it is. It is what it
Close
is.
us
But
out.
I appreciate you being here, brother. It was
appreciate y'all,
thought provoking, and it was that shit. Thank you, everybody, for tagging in. I promise you, like, subscribe, and share. Go to gatorandmamba.com. I promise you, we here for life. So we're going to make a change, even if nobody wants it.
Facts.
Deuces.